Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Back again for another day of stream. How you all going? Nancy, congratulations on the first. It's always funny now. I do like having the first. A lot of people like seem to really dig it, so I'm glad I added it in. Before we get started, I just on Twitter, I opened up just before I started streaming, and hang on, I saw this. Someone has already gone and made Ronald McDonald in Rise. And I love it's a Mav. I love me some Mavs. So Mads? Mads, not Mavs. I think that's a different thing. Hey Alex, how you going? Watch this. What is it, NC? But yeah. So today it's going to be another day of news. Don't really do double news. It might be something we do in the future, especially the fact that we've been having so much news that it might be too much to do in a single day. But this is going to be this week's news. So before it was this month's news, now it will be this week's news, just so we're all caught up. Because there's a lot to cover, and there was a lot that did happen in the last week as well. Not too much, but enough. But yeah. So the plan is today, we'll do a bit of Rise. We'll do the news, the weekly news, and then we'll do some Monhan, maybe single player. We'll see if people turn up. If people want to do multiplayer, we can always jump into multiplayer. And then from there, we'll probably do some Monster Hunter, with the Sapphires, and it'll be the first time we'll be together in Rise, so hopefully everyone can turn up. I don't know who will be here today. I did some hunts yesterday with Bear, but all of us, I think, have been playing a lot. I think every one of us has been playing a lot. Probably Riku's might be the most. I don't know. I don't know who's the most ahead. Weirdly enough, I've seen a lot of everyone mostly being in low rank because of the fact that we've all been just helping people. There's just so many people to help, so we just end up very stally. What's this? Let's have a look-see. Got no audio for this. What's happening? I have no idea what I'm watching. I legit don't know what that clip was, NC. Did you show him something and it stressed him out? I really don't know what that clip was. I have to ask Genki? Alright, I'll have to talk to Genki about it. But yeah, so, news. That's what we're going to be doing. But how you guys? How you been? I think we're back into the normal swing of things. I actually got a decent night's sleep again, so I think we'll be back into normal territory. And then from there, I might be changing up a few things. So there was a couple of celebrations that I wanted to do with stream, and hopefully I want to do a bit of work on some stuff. But yeah, a lot of wrenches has been thrown in my plans, so we try to figure all this stuff out. But look forward to things coming up soon, hopefully. But yeah, How are things for you? I'm doing all right. I'm still recovering, but it will be a lot of catch up. I feel like there's going to be a lot of catch up. One thing I will say is I actually realized I will only be able to do half a stream tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know, but I think so I've got to think I finish up at 2. So it'll only be a short stream. So maybe hour and a half. Just a bit of Monster Hunter, and then I'll probably finish up. Because it's in the middle of the day, it's a bit awkward. Actually, I might need to double check the time. It might actually be earlier, but yeah. Hang on, let me check. I might check my phone. Give me a sec. I want to have a look-see at the timings. Where is my phone? Yeah, at 2 o'clock. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock. So I won't be able to do a full stream, so it'll be a bit of a shorter stream. I've been quite tired because I'm waking up early for online classes and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, and that's something I don't miss for school, is just needing to get up for stuff. Have a good night's sleep? Yeah. Hey, Spider. Someone should have warned me about the aftermath of a big night out drinking. Did you go out drinking last night, Spider? Hangovers are fun. Not really. Get some Maccas into you. That's my biggest suggestion. Just get some Maccas in you. If you want to explain it, see, I have no idea what was happening in that clip. How's Evie? Our real life Palico? She's pretty cute right now. She was really snuggly the past few days. Like it's nice to just have, like, you get out of bed and then she just comes and she wants to see you, and then she lies down, she gets pats. Like it's nice to just have that. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. And when I try to, it hurts. Oh my god, oh wow, you're really hungover then, Spider. That's that funny thing where it's like, I've never gotten that drunk, by the way. I've never gotten drunk to the point that I can't remember the night before. Like, I've never blacked out. I've never, like, I'm not against drinking, but I'm not really a fan of drinking to the point of, like, just disappearing. It's always so strange. There's friends of mine that it's like when you have to look after them at a party where they're destroyed. Like, sometimes I get it where it's like you underestimate how much alcohol you take in, but some people just drink so heavily. But moderation. This is the first time it's happened to you too. Yeah, sometimes it's like if you're drinking alcohol you're not used to, or you're not used to drinking, or you haven't had enough in your system, so then you're like really lightweight, so the drinks hit you hard. But yeah. But for now, I think we might jump into the news. I think that's what we might do. Let's do it. It's news time. I actually had to clean my glasses as I was doing that. Not felt real professional there. I'm like prepping for stream. All right. So, like I said, this is the weekly news. Yesterday was the monthly news. I will probably not be doing monthlies really at all often, unless something like what occurred where I wasn't around. But I think a little catch up is deserved. So I think 2 newses and Monster Hunter Rise is a good way to return. So, yeah. All right. Let's start with the first one, which is a bit of a weird one. I kind of hope that someone around me can tell, like, if someone, you know, someone who knows that plays Fallout 76 and you enjoy Fallout 76 or just anything about it, I want to know, is this game actually playable and enjoyable now? Like, it's one of those things where I just don't know if this roadmap is necessarily a good thing. Is this the type of thing where people are actually going to be excited for it? But yeah, I don't know. Hey Daigon, how you going? Going live when I can't attend. Don't worry, man. We're not doing Rise just yet. I'll be on for like 5 hours, so hopefully you can jump on later. Certainly not fun? No, hangovers are never fun. That's why it's probably best not to drink too heavy unless you're got some time to recover. Thank you for the water, Spider. That's what you need. You need lots of water. Get rehydrated. Drink water for me. No, you need to drink the water. Can we everyone, can we put some redeems in chat for Spider to get some water in him? Yes, so it looks like they're going to be doing a roadmap for Fallout 76. I'm surprised I haven't really seen one before this. I think video game companies doing this, so we actually see what their plans are in terms of development, is a very good thing, even if they don't give us timeframes, because then it gives us confidence that they're going to do ongoing content, and I think you feel like you purchased the right thing. So, I don't know. I don't know if Fallout 76 is turning itself around and people are enjoying it, but it's been a bit of a shit show, so who knows. The more dihydrates, the more hydrated I get. So yeah, well, you get it through osmosis. You get some of the water I drink. This one was a funny one. I only just saw this. I don't think I read it earlier during the week. TikTok owners, ByteDance, so TikTok, everyone knows TikTok, acquires a Chinese studio called Moonton Technology. So if you don't know, ByteDance is a Chinese-owned company, and TikTok, really fucking massive, but China really getting into the game scene now. Like, they're really, really making a push for it. They're trying to go global. China's changing up everything, but it's curious whether or not they will be able to sustain this or be able to push properly into the market outside of just individual cases, because of just how restrictive they are in their country. But yeah, wasn't China trying to shut down TikTok? So it was America. But it's they're a bit too powerful now. Like, this is the thing, when money speaks in all countries, and really did here. TikTok's not going away anytime soon, I don't think. But yeah. So I don't know what this could mean. Really, it doesn't influence anything particular. I don't know who Moonton Technology is. I mean, if we Google them, let's see if they do what games they've made. They've made Mobile Legends. They've made a ripoff of League of Legends. That's all I can see under them. But who knows? Just a weird piece of news that may or may not turn into anything, but these things happen sometimes. Big tech companies just buy things. Scarlet Nexus saves will carry over from the PS4 to the PS5. So I don't want to talk too much about Scarlet Nexus, because you take a step and Scarlet Nexus news will be in your face. They've promoted this game like crazy. They did the same for Code Vein. I'm hoping this game's good. I'm really looking forward to it. Code Vein was fun, if not a little clunky and weird. Same with God Eater. Like, that team seems to make some sort of interesting games in terms of it's fun, but it's not refined. So hopefully Scarlet Nexus might actually be the difference and they put more money into it. But what I wanted to talk about here is this is going to be a thing that's going to be very common and more. It's going to ongoing. We're going to see more news about this in the next probably year or so or more, of games basically transitioning from being PS4 to PS5. So hopefully we just see that it's just going to become standard, where people will be able to have you will be able to have both consoles. Like, if you got it on the PS4, you'll be fine if you get it on the PS5. Like, really, really hoping that's the case. But I am looking forward to this game. I will talk about it more once it's getting closer to its release. But if you want news about it, I trust you. Every week I have to skip some Scarlet Nexus news, because they really keep putting it out there. So hopefully that marketing goes well. A Hat in Time DLC seals the deal. Yakuza Metro are coming to PS4 and Xbox One in March. So the only reason I bring this up is because this is really good DLC. Seal the Deal was okay. Yakuza Metro was fantastic. If you didn't watch my Hat in Time playthrough, this is a really good game, and I really highly suggest people playing it. PS4 and Xbox One getting it, like it's everywhere now. So yeah, if you have not played A Hat in Time, maybe check it out. Yakuza Metro is I'm too early for this. It's pretty fun. It's literally a Yakuza cat city in a metro underground. It's amazing. It's so good. There's some really choice moments from that stream. Kizuna Eye Fall Guys costume and tournament announced. So, I probably won't talk about Fall Guys much. It's fallen off over the edge now. I don't think it's as popular. I think it's leveled out, but it's probably still losing player base. They're really not putting out content fast enough, and I don't think it's really holding the attention. I've seen a few streams every now and then of people playing it, but I don't know if it's really like it was the hot thing, but I don't think it will be ever again. But Kizuna Eye, VTubers are getting out there. We're seeing them more and more. Like Hololive is in so many things now. I haven't seen Kizuna Eye in a while, to be honest, but she's still one of the biggest. Yeah, well, this is a three. Oh my god, this is. Well, there she is. There's the girl. I don't even know if this is. I don't think this is the original Kizuna Eye. I'm fairly sure she's left. I don't know if she really still. I know there's multiple Kizuna Eyes, and that's the confusing thing, but I don't know if that's still her. But yeah. If you like VTubers and play Fall Guys, I guess this is something you can get. It's very strange looking. She's got no neck. Kizuna Eye saga. There is a bit of a saga with her. Like, there's a lot of lore around Kizuna Eye and their company. Yeah. They were just very fortunate that first one they got, like, in the tech that they used around her was, like, just so good because she really took off, and a lot of VTubers owe a lot to Kizuna, in the West at least. But yeah. Moving on. Nintendo and Niantic are creating an AR apps, including an unnamed Pikmin project. So if you don't have not seen, I really love Pikmin. I really want to play Pikmin on stream. I love Pikmin 2 so much. Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 are so good. Pikmin 3 is okay, but 1 and 2 are so fun. And I probably might actually do like a little speed run through 1 maybe, and 2 maybe as well. But yeah, an AR project with Pikmin super duper makes sense. I'm not a big fan of Niantic, but I would say that of all ones to sort of be brought together, Pikmin and a AR similar to Pokemon makes sense. I think it could be fun. Hey Waddy, how you doing? Thanks, man. We're back again. We're going to be doing some more Rise. Though I might need a lozenge or something. My throat's a little sore today. But yeah, if you're a fan of Pikmin, maybe keep an eye on this. So Niantic and Nintendo still have a really good relationship, it seems. I mean, Niantic making a shit ton of money off Pokemon, so probably a good idea. Ah, okay. This one actually is a two-parter. GameStop closes financial year 2020 with a net sales decline, despite the 200% surge in e-commerce. So if you don't know, if you missed all the insane like online antics of the betting people, the stock people, and them stacking onto GameStop, not necessarily to save it, I don't think. Maybe there was in some part of it, but they surged so hard, it was crazy. People were making real cash off the stock situation with GameStop. I won't go into it, we've been at it in the past, but one thing to note is the fact that GameStop is still coming out negative. This is a company that is really I don't know. It's unfortunate. Brick and mortar stores for video games, they've had their time. Digital is killing them, and there's nothing they can do. Like, I think it's better all round that we go digital. Having some physical's fine, but it's going to be reducing back down to the niche. I think it's like Blockbuster and all that sort of thing, where like video rental stores, like, they had their time, they need to move on. Unfortunately, they can't exist in the same form they did, as with how many they have. So, yeah, it's just, it be how it be. And I think they will always exist. That's the thing. I think they will always exist, except for the fact that like they just won't be as big and as prominent as they were. Like EB Games is like a center place in like Melbourne, and there's like a massive store there. But I can't imagine that will always be the case. It might just go back to being a little niche thing. Headline clearly states 191%, but says 200%. I mean, 9%. It's rounding up. I mean, it might mean like a few $1 million or whatever, but you know, rounding up's fine. But yeah, if you want the numbers and the breakdown, there's a lot of articles around this sort of stuff. I won't go into the finances. Oh my god. Riku! What? On my end, it says that Riku raids with 1, but it says 18. Welcome, Riku. How you doing, ma'am? How you been? How you enjoying Rise, guys? I don't think any of my mods are here, but give a shout out to Riku, guys. If you don't already follow Riku, I can't imagine you don't already, but he is an amazing dude, extremely pro Monster Hunter player, some of the best Monster Hunter gameplay you will see, and he has been playing Rise. And hopefully, I don't know if you're going to be joining us tonight, Riku, but. Oh man, why is it so delayed these days?
What the fuck? Where did that rock just come from?
Wait, what the hell? Did a rock just hit Fatalis? What happened there? Anyway. Welcome in everyone. I'm actually just doing the news right now. Probably won't be a long one. We'll probably be doing the news for maybe another like 15, 20 minutes. And then we will be jumping into Rise. So if you guys have come in from Riku's stream, welcome on in. We will probably be doing Monster Hunter Rise very soon, and if you want to do some online, you're welcome to join me. But yeah, welcome on in everyone. It takes about the same amount of energy to say 191 to say 200%. I mean, you know, I'm a lazy individual, Spider. I've been up for a good while. I'll be able to join for a good week, so. Oh my god, Riku. I'm glad to hear your internet's better. Like, I was gone for a while, so I didn't know you were having issues. Have you figured it all out? It's all good now? Because yeah, like, it seems like we've had like a bit of, not just every single one of us. It's been a few months of each of the Sapphires just having something individually, good or bad. So distractions all around. Should be fine from here on out. Oh, awesome to hear, man. Hopefully we get some matches in, because the Sapphires haven't been brought together for Rise yet, so I was hoping today might be the one. Me and Bear played a bit yesterday, but I've seen Buns, and Buns has been going really late at night. I haven't seen Prince too much. I saw him do one stream, but yeah, and Bear's been pretty consistent, so I think all of us will be around to play. Tanuki might take a little bit of time off, and I think Aeon just started, so yeah. I think all the Sapphires will be around. I do need to update some stuff, which reminds me. So, yeah. All right. Again, thank you, Riku. If you're going to head to bed, man, have a good sleep. I still are a machine. Hopefully your internet will be able to handle your very, very long streams still. All right. So, to pair with the GameStop news, there's actually a second piece of news that went with this, if I can find it. Here we go. So, interestingly enough, GameStop is making less money. It is failing, and tied to it is actually, if you didn't know, Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo, who stepped down a while ago, has had a couple of different roles, including being a teacher. Has what became the part of the board of directors for GameStop. But he stepped down. And it's probably a wise decision just because of the fact that GameStop might not be salvageable in terms of a profitable scheme anymore with just how they're doing it. I don't even think Reggie would be able to fix anything like that. He's not a god. He's not going to be able to fix everything. But yeah, it was just a funny timing for those financial reports to come out and then him stepping down. But yeah. I'm sure we will hear more about Reggie because he's now a game celebrity, and he will not lose that title. Way of the Samurai 4 Steam page will let people buy it again soon. Now, hopefully that soon will actually get a timer at some point, but if you guys have not played Way of the Samurai, it is so much fun. It is such a goofy game. I kind of really want to play this game on stream one day. I've had absolute joys playing Way of the Samurai 3 and 4. I wasn't a big fan of the originals, but I absolutely love 3 and 4. 4 is so fun. These are games that literally, it's kind of choose your own sort of life and adventure, and it's very D&D like, and you kind of have a loop where you can replay the same character in a time frame to try and explore all the different events. If you've ever played Majora's Mask, it is literally Majora's Mask's book system for pathing and things like that. It's absolutely amazing. Very silly game, very fun. Proper action game. Can be very hard at times, but yeah, it was sad when it disappeared. I played my last playthrough. I actually replaced the entire soundtrack manually with the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. Oh man, that was something special. But yeah, if you've not played this game, keep an eye out. Hopefully it will come back, and I think you guys should check it out. Hitman 3 7-part expansion, 7 Deadly Sins announced. So, Hitman 3 recently came out. If you're a Hitman fan, you've probably already played it and enjoyed it. The team making the modern Hitman games do such an amazing job. Visually, these games are so striking. Artistically, they're very striking. They're just fun to play, very silly. Yeah, they're now bringing out 7 content packs for the latest game. And that sounds pretty much bang on for that team. Like, they will be able to pull off, and I think the content will be really, really like loved, because I don't think they've missed a beat yet. And yeah, I'm very excited. I kind of wish I could. Maybe Hitman is a game we should play on stream together, chat, because it's just so stupid. But it's hard for me to sit down and not get distracted by other games, because Hitman is very sandboxy in a sense, and sandbox games don't always keep my attention, but I really honestly suggest these. Watching playthroughs that people have done, and like people like Bed Bananas or Kraken, if you go watch their like little montages of them playing, they're magical. Again, I think I've talked about Bed Bananas before, but yeah, his videos are so amazing. I really love the cinematography he does for them. But yeah, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Tokyo creative director Ikumi Nakamura, Ghostwire Tokyo, is to set up a new studio. So she took the world's heart when she came up on stage and became very energetic, very happy, and people loved her. And yeah, she is very much a games designer, just a creative person at heart who wanted to figure out her place in the world, and she kind of stepped away from the team working on Ghostwire, which still has not released yet, by the way, to figure out what she wanted to do on her own. And she explored lots of different studios. I think there were different studios she was possibly going to get work at. She talked about exciting promises and not promises, like things she had in the works or plans. But it's taken until now to find out what it seems to be. She went to a lot of bigger developers that stepped away, that became more independent studios, and now she is following in suit. She's using that fame. Hopefully she's gotten some back funding, and the teams do really well. She's notable for like horror-esque games, so don't know if we're going to get something like that, but a lot of the time the landscape and the mental scape for these games are very like interesting, clever, fun. So I'm excited. I think the internet is just going to follow her with her bright eyes and just hope she does something crazy. But yeah. Samurai Warriors 5 Season Pass and brand new characters revealed. So we have the Samurai Warriors series having the new game, which is coming to Switch exclusive first. And it looks really cool. I really love the new art style. But they're releasing a season pass that they usually do for the games like this. And they're adding a lot of stuff pretty quickly, including new characters, new weapons, new everything. But I'm not going to go through because most of them are historical. So if you haven't played Samurai Warriors or any of the Warriors games, usually they are historical characters, people. Example, like the family of Oda Nobunaga, and various people from like Tokugawa. So if you don't follow Japanese history or things like this, it probably wouldn't be that interesting to you, but it's just a flashy anime game that just definitely they've figured out that how to bring the flash and flare of the side content or the spin-off games that Koei Tecmo have been making to make their baseline Samurai Warriors game look as good as those. And I think this will be a really fun one. I think this might be the Warriors game that people might actually really, really fall in love with. Mechanically, it looks very similar to the previous one, but it's got a whole heap of new, like, little things. So, yeah, I might even check this one out on stream sometime, but pretty cool. Final Fantasy VIII Remaster Android and iOS ports appear. The only reason I bring this up is because more people need to play Final Fantasy VIII. If you do not have a PC and you've never played, or a PlayStation, like if you can't get your hands on it, everyone has an Android and iOS. If you have not played my favorite JRPG ever, you totally can play it on your phone. And it's a JRPG. You don't have to worry about like controls or anything like that. It'll be fine on the phone. But yeah, go get it. Probably going to be really expensive because, by the way, I mean, $20. Oh wow, okay, that's not too bad. That's $20 American. It's still expensive for a phone game, but Square usually like tears into people with just how expensive things are on the phone. But I think it would be an okay port at least. So, I didn't realize this. So, I joined into Bear. We raided Bear's stream yesterday, and Bear was listening to Guilty Gear music. I didn't know why he was doing that. I think I figured out why. Guilty Gear and BlazBlue OST now available to stream through Spotify. So, I don't know why to stream specifically, but they are on Spotify. You can listen to the soundtracks. And if you've not listened to the Guilty Gear soundtracks, or BBs, like, they're fucking amazing. They're so good. Maybe I'll have to play some on stream at some point. But, yeah, I am a big fan of Guilty Gear. I'm a big fan of the music, especially in the music in Xrd and BlazBlue in Chrono Cross. It's, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, maybe we'll listen to that at some point. Speaking of fighting games, Melty Blood, Type Lumina announced for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. So a new Melty Blood. I think this is a new Melty Blood. I'm fairly sure it's a new Melty Blood. Type Lumina. I'm fairly sure this is. I don't know. There's no footage or anything like that. But the way they're talking about, yeah, okay, yeah. So it's confirming old characters coming back. So it's totally a new one. So new Melty Blood. Now, this is a fighters game, anime fighters fighter, basically. So if you've not played a Melty Blood-like game, probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they are extremely snappy, fun, good anime fighters. French-bred developers, very good. Don't know if it's going to have rollback. Don't really know what the situation with netcode would be. That'll be the thing that probably will make or break it in the modern sense. But these games are just amazing, just in general. More fighting game news. So, I only bring this up because I feel like a lot of people probably don't know about Them's Fightin' Herds. If you've never played Them's Fightin' Herds or even seen footage of it, originally it literally was a My Little Pony fighting game. And then the My Little Pony company reached out to them and said, stop that. That's not good. You can't do that. So they just reskinned the entire game. And the company that's doing this, the group of devs making this game, very small team, have done an amazing job in terms of the visuals are so good. Like, Oh, hang on. We'll play this. We'll play this little trailer because.
Captain on the bridge. Well, not yet, but soon.
But look how good this game looks. It's an indie fighter, and it's very like apparently it plays so well. I've yet to play this game, but every single time I've seen it, I kind of really want to. It's just so snappy. Like, it looks like it has amazing game feel. This is one of those games, you can tell when a developer understands a genre. They really fucking understand fighting games. But yes, it's like a proper fighter. Like it's probably, I don't know if I would say it's closer to Street Fighter. It's probably closer to an anime fighter. It very Skullgirlsy to me. I just love the idea though that it's like a proper, really good fighter, and it's just this silly little like horse game. Apparently the balance is a little funky though. That's the one thing I have heard about it, where there's like 2 or 3 characters that are top tier, and everyone plays them. But just for a indie dev team making something like that, still really fucking good. Ghost of Tsushima is to receive a film adaptation. Why is this a thing? This is so bizarre to me as a piece of news. So, if you don't know, Ghost of Tsushima was that fantastic game on the PS4. It was made by Sucker Punch. It was a homage to old Japanese film, and it was so good. When it was good, it was really good. I wouldn't say the overworld was fantastic, and I still have issues because those types of games rub me the wrong way. However, all the pieces of the actual references material and being a part of Japanese mythos and the vibe of the game just in general was so good that having a film adaptation, I don't know if is necessarily warranted because the game did exactly what it needed to do. So, why make a film adaptation when there is still Japanese cinema? Like, I'm kind of not a big fan of this. The fact that there is a sequel to the game coming out as well also further expresses why I don't think this is necessary, but I don't know. I feel like this is one of those things that it's come up, but I don't know if it will actually happen. And I kind of hope it doesn't, because I worry that it might be weirdly whitewashed or something. I don't know. This gives me bad vibes. I get bad vibes from this. But we'll see. Very good game. Don't know about that movie. Speaking about movies and books, Lord of the Rings, Gollum, there's a sneak peek trailer. So this game has been in development forever. It's been in development for so long. And yet, it's actually seemingly going to be coming up. I am not particularly interested in this game. I've never ever crossed my head that I wanted to play as Gollum. But if you like the games like Thief, this might be for you. Like, if you like these stealth sort of games, and you're a massive Lord of the Rings fan, maybe you'll really want to play this. It's got a weird art style. Its frame rate's actually really bad, by the way. Can't tell if that's in-game. But, yeah, I don't even know if the developers there have made anything that is, I would know. But, yeah. Been a long time in development, that game. That's for damn sure. Alright, hang on. We might not cover that piece of news just yet. Balan Wonderlands were a day 1 patch to remove epileptic triggers. Oh boy, this game. So, I've already talked about Balan Wonderland a lot. I was really excited for this game. As we got closer to its release, it seemingly was like this game is in trouble. This game has some lot of really bad faults, some really bad dev problems in it. And yeah, now it's out. People are not too big of a fan of it. I still think it looks visually amazing, but they had to patch it for an epileptic trigger that apparently was pretty consistent on happening as well, which is pretty bad. I don't know how they got past QA. Makes me wonder whether or not the actual this dev cycle was rushed at the end or something. But yeah. Oh well, there we go. That's that. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if I'll play it. Maybe I'll have to watch someone else play it. But yeah. Oh, what's happened here? Here we go. Cooking Mama Cookstar has made its PlayStation Store debut. I don't know what to make of this. So if you remember a long time ago, I talked about Cooking Mama and all the controversy around it. The fact that the IP ownership was all messed up. The fact that it was put up on store before people were like, I mean, they're even talking about here. So it's like, the fact that it's not on a Nintendo console only anymore, like, it's also referred to a possible title as an unauthorized PS4 version. Like, it looks like it hasn't ended. This Koch Media's, I can't remember which company has actually got the trademark now, but like, we've now got a situation where this game, I don't know if you should be giving money to it. I love old Cooking Mama. I haven't played it in a very long time. I played it a lot on the Wii, and they were fun games, but this is just really weird. This is just, I don't know what's happening. It feels like it's almost like a spin-off situation that someone else owns it. Similar to what happened with like Harvest Moon and things like that. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll have to see how this plays out, whether or not it'll actually get pulled down. But this is out there. This seems to be purchasable, and they haven't been stopped, which is kind of a bonkers situation if there is like a lawsuit still hanging above it. So yeah, very, very strange. Very strange. Here's a weird piece of news. People love their weird simulators. Weird simulators. And yeah. Here is a very weird simulator. Lawn mowing simulator. Now, I'm really hoping that there is a trailer. There is a trailer. Okay, we're watching this, chat. Have some water? Thank you, Puppeteer. I appreciate it. I'll enjoy my sip as we engage with this really refined 3D model of lawnmowers. I love how bad the grass looks relative to that, though. No footage? No footage at all. Oh my god. Yeah, I want to see if what's in the gallery. Wow, some pretty crazy looking places to lawnmower around. Visually, it doesn't look fantastic. It's so weird. I don't understand these games. Who? I know it's kind of like one of those scratch those itches situations where like this will be like, it's like shaving a spot on something or coloring something in and filling in all the lines. That's what these games kind of are, and they're just cathartic and slow. But this is very odd. This is very, very odd. In some ways, I'm surprised this didn't happen sooner, but yeah, that's that. All right. Moving on to real shit, though. Apex Rathalos. It's time to be announced. There's so many simulators, and I like that one for Android. There's there's an Android one. Yeah, there's a lot of simulators now. So, if you haven't been following with the Monster Hunter Rise stuff, we have a content patch that will be coming at the end of this month, or I think it's sometime in the next month. And yeah, the game is going to be a little bit less heavy than it was in previous instances, and that's okay, because we're going to be getting post-game content, as we always do with Monster Hunter, and it seems like they're going very heavy at the start. And they've revealed not only Chameleos is going to be a part of the pack, but Apex Rathalos. And just as for those little people, this is a little spoiler warning for people who have not played Rise. There is a reason why this Rathalos looks like this. So, if you have played Generations Ultimate, and you know of the Deviants, the Apexes seem to be the Deviants. They don't seem to just be a more powerful version like they were in 4. So, I think this is Dread King. I think we're seeing the return of Dread King. And that's pretty fucking cool. So, I haven't fought an Apex yet, so I'm holding out to fight one, but I am very excited. So I actually fought Rathalos for the first time last night. New Rathalos fights so well. The monsters in this game fight so well compared to their previous instances of them. They are so much fun. They've done such a great job with them. I think this Monster Hunter might be the most fun fighting individual monsters. They are so much harder than they were before, and I just enjoy that. And I'm only in low rank, by the way. So, yeah, very excited to see what other content comes out for these games. And, yeah. Feel like they probably won't reveal the rest of the monsters, but I'm excited. They might actually reveal some of that stuff. Leaks have already suggested certain things. I already know some things will probably be coming, but... However, got to take the good with the bad. Monster Hunter Rise pose glitch prevents players from opening save files. So this is just a weird little bug thing. Might be related to the Nintendo store being problematic. But apparently, if you have any DLC, so this is a PSA for anyone who's playing Rise and you have the DLC emote gestures, don't use them. They are currently preventing players from opening save files. So you might have to sit tight. So if you do have that, please be aware, be careful. Your save might get corrupted and you might not be able to open it. So just be chill. So don't use the poses. Just straight up, don't use them if you own them. So yeah, a little disappointing to see something like that, but unfortunately sometimes these things happen, especially during COVID QA times. So yeah, went a little bit longer on the news than I was expecting there actually. Maybe I did a bit slower, I'm unsure, but there was a good amount of news there. So that was why I wanted to do this week's news, because there was a decent amount. I did skip a hell of a lot of reveals. There is an insane amount of indie games that dropped trailers this week. Like I think there was at least 30 different indie games that I was like tempted to look at, but I didn't really have the time. I needed to get through the main stories. If you are interested, there are lots of that stuff out there. Go have a look at like I think it was Future Games. I think had a presentation. So go check that stuff out. A lot of just individuals will just put up their stuff. But yeah, again, we're going to be slowing down on news. Probably the next few weeks are probably not as busy as what it was. And then we'll probably crank up again once some of the bigger game shows start happening again. So yeah, thank you all for watching the news with me. I'm now going to take a quick break and go set up Rise. And so I'm probably going to do some Rise for a bit, and then we will switch on over to doing Rise with the Sapphires. So yeah, sit tight. If you want to join me, let me know. Otherwise, I might be doing some single player content because I haven't done any a bit. I also kind of want to do some, not just single player. I kind of want to go get my gear from Rathalos. So I might be grinding Rathalos for a bit. Unsure which way I want to do it. I'm currently now doing more hub stuff than I am single player stuff. So, you know, anyway, let's switch on over to BRB and I'll be back with Monster Hunter.